Get ready for the biggest news in football. Jamar Chase is locking in his spot as fantasy football's undisputed WR1 favorite heading into 2026. We break down exactly why this receiver is positioned to lead the wide receiver rankings and what his incredible 2024 season means for your fantasy lineup.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we dive deep into the aggressive maneuvers happening in the NFL draft. The Cincinnati Bengals have been making huge moves, targeting former Texas A&M edge Cashius Howell and making significant trades, including trading their number 10 pick for Dexter Lawrence, signaling a major shift in their defensive building strategy. But the focus isn't just on the big names. We're uncovering the hidden gems. We look at the free agent signing of safety Kyle Duggar, who just arrived in Cincinnati from the Steelers, and why this veteran defender is being hailed as one of the biggest bargains in the entire offseason for the Bengals' defense. And we're not done yet. We're exploring the depth behind Duggar's signing and the defensive overhaul the Bengals are making, including the potential of Tacario Davis, and we'll wrap up with all the crucial details you need to know. Stay locked in for the rest of the story. Jamar Chase is firmly positioned as the premier wide receiver in fantasy football for the 2026 season, with Sports Illustrated identifying him as the top choice among first-round picks. His combination of weekly ceiling and season-long consistency makes him a safe bet at the position, as he is expected to lead wide receiver rankings once again after dominating the position over the last 2 seasons with massive target volume. While his 2023 campaign was highly efficient, recording 100 catches for 1,216 yards on 145 targets, marking his third consecutive 1,000-yard season, his touchdown production dipped for the second straight year. Chase showed explosive bursts, with 5 standout games accounting for 53% of his catches and 58% of his yards in just a third of his appearances. The latter half of the season was hampered by injuries to quarterback Joe Burrow, leading to several quiet outings and a shoulder issue in Week 16, ultimately resulting in an 11th place finish in PPR wide receiver scoring with 263.8 points. However, the 2024 season stands out as one of the most dominant individual performances in NFL receiver history. Chase achieved new personal bests across the board: 127 catches, 1,708 yards, and 17 touchdowns on 175 targets. He outperformed the next highest wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, by 85.3 PPR points. His performance trajectory included a strong start before becoming virtually unstoppable in his final 8 starts, culminating in signature performances in Week 10 and Week 14. This season established him as the most valuable fantasy asset at the wide receiver position. Despite quarterback competition and Burrow's injury concerns, Chase maintained a top 5 wide receiver year in 2024, finishing 4th in PPR fantasy points with 125 catches, 1,412 yards, and 8 touchdowns on 185 targets. His yardage regression was attributed to fewer catches per game, but his scoring output remained robust, with over 20 fantasy points in 8 contests. In the current fantasy outlook, the wide receiver pool is highly competitive. Chase is expected to draw the number 1 WR seed heading into the early May market, holding an average draft position, ADP of 2.8, trailing only Bijan Robinson. Over his 5 NFL seasons, Chase averages 6.7 catches, 88 yards, and 0.69 touchdowns per game, translating to nearly 20 fantasy points per game. The Cincinnati Bengals have been aggressively pursuing talent in the 2026 NFL Draft, signaling a serious intent to bolster their team. Behind-the-scenes footage reveals the Bengals targeted former Texas A&M edge Cashius Howell from the moment the second round commenced, even setting up a potential trade with the New York Giants to secure him earlier in the draft. This aggressive stance was underscored by a significant move, trading the number 10 pick in the 2026 NFL Draft for Dexter Lawrence, marking the most aggressive draft maneuver the Bengals have made in decades. The pursuit of talent was intense. The New York Giants off-season video series, Giants Life, indicated that New York had a trade offer to move back from the number 37 pick to the Bengals, number 41 pick in the second round, with the New Orleans Saints also having an offer at pick number 42. Giants general manager Joe Scone confirmed the willingness to move back to pick 42 or 41, contingent on former Tennessee cornerback Colton Hood being off the board, as Hood was their top target and ultimately became the number 37 selection. Cincinnati was actively trying to secure top-tier edge rushers. They targeted Howell, who carried a first-round grade by the club, attempting to jump Kansas City for the player. T.J. Parker went to the Buffalo Bills at number 35, and R. Mason Thomas was selected by the Kansas City Chiefs at number 40. The Bengals attempted a trade-up in the second round, moving from number 63 to number 60 to select cornerback Cam Taylor-Britt. The trade for Dexter Lawrence sent a clear message. The Bengals are committed to building a competent defensive line this year, even at the cost of a top 10 pick and potential late-round assets. Fortunately for Cincinnati, the Chiefs did not select the Kansas City native. Looking ahead, the Bengals' second-round pick, Cashius Howell, is expected to sign his rookie contract within the next 2 weeks, having already signed the participation waiver to practice without a formal contract. The Cincinnati Bengals have been aggressively targeting defensive improvements this offseason, with attention largely focused on the defensive line and Dexter Lawrence. However, a less heralded signing, safety Kyle Dugger, is emerging as a significant piece for the team. Dugger's acquisition, a free agent signing from the Pittsburgh Steelers, has garnered attention, particularly as he is the only AFC North player to appear on insider Jordan Schultz's list of under-the-radar signings, exciting Bengals fans. Dugger signed a 1-year contract in early April for $1.4 million, though there is optimism for a potential contract extension if the partnership proves successful. Kyle Dugger, a second-round pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, experienced his most productive years with the New England Patriots from 2021 to 2024, posting impressive statistics including a 4-interception season in 2021, 2 pick-sixes in 2022, and a 109-tackle season in 2023. In October 2025, the Patriots traded Dugger to the Pittsburgh Steelers, where he contributed 2 interceptions and 43 tackles in 9 games before being released in free agency. Now joining Cincinnati, Dugger is expected to provide crucial veteran presence and leadership to the young players within the Bengals' secondary. Furthermore, the team has bolstered its secondary depth by acquiring Tacario Davis in the 3rd round of the 2025 NFL Draft, who spent the season with the Washington Huskies. While some analysts have expressed caution regarding Davis's profile as a cover corner, ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr. supported the selection, suggesting that Davis could be a solid option opposite DJ Turner II. The addition of Dugger is viewed as a valuable asset, providing a trusted veteran presence for Davis to learn from, potentially amplifying the impact of the secondary reinforcement. The Cincinnati Bengals may have unearthed a significant off-season bargain in safety Kyle Dugger, who is being highlighted as one of the top under-the-radar free agent signings. According to Fox Sports insider Jordan Schultz, Dugger could have a much larger impact on the team than currently perceived. Schultz named Dugger as the final player on his list of overlooked signings, noting that the player possesses the physicality, versatility, and experience the Bengals' defense desperately needed. Dugger arrived in Cincinnati following a challenging 2025 season split between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. A former second-round pick, he previously played for the Patriots before being traded to the Steelers midway through the previous season. Fans recall his impact, including an interception return for a touchdown in Week 11 of last season with Pittsburgh. Beyond statistics, Duggar has demonstrated exceptional versatility, capable of playing as a downhill hitter in the box, covering tight ends, blitzing, and generating turnovers. He earned a career-best 78.4 grade from Pro Football Focus in 2022. The Bengals have aggressively rebuilt their secondary this offseason, adding players like Brian Cook, Boy Mafe, and Jonathan Allen. Duggar's addition comes at a minimal financial risk, reportedly signing a one-year deal worth just over $1.4 million according to Spotrac. With 81 career games, 11 interceptions, and nearly 500 career tackles, Duggar presents a compelling profile for an off-season bargain. However, the primary challenge lies in fitting into the room. He now competes for snaps alongside established players like Brian Cook and Jordan Battle, a dynamic that defensive coordinator Al Golden may intentionally seek to maximize. If Duggar can recapture his peak form, his under-the-radar status could quickly change.